everyone, thank you so much for tuning into Carol's Daily Sauce. If you hear a background, you're probably going to hear a space heater because it's cold here in California. But please share the video out. Please make sure that you subscribe, leave some comments in the comment section. This is a reaction to Strongmommy Chrissy's being homeless with 9 children. So, y'all know I don't come on YouTube every day. It's not that important for me.
Even though I do have a channel, I don't come on every day because I have other things in life that I want to do and other things in life that I need to be doing. So I looked at her video. Is she serious? She has another registry. Okay, another housewarming registry. Another opportunity for First Mommy or Strong Mommy, not First Mommy, Strong Mommy Chrissy to beg. Now this is the deal right here, you guys. You're going to keep getting kicked out of places. And every time you get kicked out of places and possibly lose something, you're going to get on here, open up your comments, beg your subscribers for things, ask them to help you out. But yet and still, there are opportunities that you usually take to be rude and ungrateful. So anyway, I didn't go on her housewarming site. First of all, it is so uncouth for someone to continue to have housewarming registries every year that you are just constantly begging, okay? In addition to that, when we keep running into situations, homelessness, evictions, being without this, being without that, transportation, whatever, you have got to sit back and say, wait a minute, I've got thus and so many children. What am I going to do to change my situation? I think a lot of us can definitely relate to her in the sense of raising our children on our own at some time or another in our lives. But eventually, you have to come to the knowledge and understanding that what you're doing is not healthy. I was reading in her comments, and I tell you, I don't want to say the name of the person, but in her comments on the video that she filmed on March the 26th, when it was 1 o'clock in the morning, there was someone, a woman in her comments that said something to the effect, and this is not verbatim, you need to be concerned about what it is that you're doing to your children, because when they get into adulthood, this could definitely greatly affect them. That is exactly what I am saying. I'm telling you this because there were decisions, there were things I did as a young mother trying to raise my children, choices that I made. And as a result of those choices, I went through some situations where my children were somewhat of angry with me. If I can prevent one person, one mother from going through that battle, you know, I would. She has got to stop this, because I'm going to tell you what's going to end up happening. You done been evicted out of the last 2 homes that you were in, okay? You're going to get to a point where you are going to completely be blackballed. Now, if you're going to people who are owners of that property and they are having a compassion on you, because during this time in the world today, the hope is that everybody would have compassion. Do I want Strong Mommy Chrissy and her 9 children in an Airbnb? No way, no how. Simply because it's not their home. Those kids deserve stability. They deserve shelter. Now, I keep hearing this mess about her taking the bum DeMarco back, or DeMario, whatever his name is. Are you kidding? What is this woman doing? And then she had the audacity on the video to say something about people doing reaction videos. Her purpose on YouTube is not for people to do reaction videos, but to learn something. I tell you one thing, I'm not the most greatest opinion having nor decision making person, but I can tell you this much. You have got to do better for your kids. You've got to do better. You've got to do better, Strong Mommy Chrissy. And then you say, I found me a place. Someone left me a comment on one of her reaction videos that I had done about the Airbnb. And she literally left a comment on my page, on my channel, talking about Chrissy's request for items and things. This girl is requesting beds. So what probably happened is, in her eviction, she probably didn't have time to get all this stuff. So in case you're wondering why she's asking for beds, she probably had a matter of days to get out. Now, what it sounds like happened to me is she got an eviction notice or a 3-day pay or quit and didn't adhere to it. And then by the time she came back from being out of town, she had to be gone and didn't have time to get her things. Very, very, very dumb decision. I'm telling you, our children will not show the effects of our decisions a lot of times instantaneously. But those times when they get quiet and go in their own place, or when they go to school, or whatever the case may be, the private time they have, these things come to remembrance to them. And this is why a lot of young people don't like or don't want to have anything to do with their parents, because of the decisions that their parents chose to take. Now, when you're going and you're renting Airbnbs out for you and a man, and you're going and you're eating all of this seafood, and you're having claws, because those aren't nails, you're wearing claws. And I realize that she does have a lot of business opportunities with these lace fronts, but not every last one of these lace fronts that she wears, she's an ambassador. Some of them she's buying, she's spending. Look, just think of it like this. If Chrissy is making all this money on YouTube, there's absolutely no reason why she should be evicted. There's no reason why she should be evicted. Okay? If you have the money, you use the money to pay your bills. You don't use the money to floss. You make sure that your children have their hair together. You make sure that your children have their clothes. You make sure that your children have all of their needs that they need. They don't need all of their wants, but they need all of their needs. And it is your responsibility as a mommy to ensure that they have that. This lady is so irresponsible, y'all. And there's no way in my irresponsibleness that I would get my face onto YouTube with claws, eyelashes, lace front wigs, looking like I have it all together, and I'm being evicted left and right. She has got to get a grip eventually, because you cannot go through life being a bona fide failure. And then when she goes through this, what does she do? She begs to you guys. And what do you guys do? In a time like this, in a time where where everybody in the world is suffering and dealing with unemployment, some people are suffering and dealing with being able to find the necessities and things to keep their households going. Some people have been laid off. Some people have literally lost their jobs, not knowing if they'll ever come back. Some people have hours that have been diminished and taken away from them. This country, this world is in a disarray. All across the world, not only in the United States and the 50 states within the United States, but all across the world and all across the country. And the only thing that you want to do is you want to get on to YouTube and beg for donations and beg for people to buy you household gifts. Just like that lady said in my comments, have a little humbleness. Eat a little bit of that humble pie and go to the Goodwill. Do you know how many times I had to go to the Goodwill when I was looking for things, when I first left my husband, when I didn't necessarily have the monies to purchase things brand spanking new? I went to the Goodwill, and a lot of times you can go to the Goodwill and get things that are brand new. I've gotten crock pots that are brand new. I've gotten plate and saucer sets and bowl sets that are brand new. I've gotten all kinds of stuff. I've gotten clothes with tags on them, brand new, from the Nordstrom's rack, from Macy's, from Walmart, from Target. Target actually has a type of relationship with Goodwill to put some of their new products that don't sell so well into the Goodwill. But you have got to be kidding me, Strong Mommy Chrissy. Then I've been reading that she wants to get back with her husband. First of all, the woman just has to have a man, it seems. It seems that she has to have someone laying next to her. Girl, if you want to be warm, put one of them babies in the bed with you. Put Onyx and the other cutie pie in the bed with you, and they can keep you warm. But she has got to make better decisions for her life. I mean, and these decisions that she's making are not only for her, they are for her seeds. She has boys, she has girls, and you know what? She has got to be a better mother. Now, let me tell you something about this. Her children are going to love her, irregardless. Children will love their mother because their mother, technically, right now, and I'm looking at her situation, is the only one who is seeing to it that every one of their needs is being met. So she is their mother. She is playing their mother and their father right now, okay? For the vast majority of her children. I mean, we know that the other one is staying with his dad. I believe it's Cash. So Cash knows the difference between mom and dad because he's staying with his dad. But those other ones that are just there with her, they are actually grateful and happy that they're just with their mother. Y'all, excuse my husband snoring in the background. Hopefully I can play some music that will blot it out, but it's kind of early in the morning and I wanted to go ahead and get this video up before I even start my day. So hopefully I'll put some music in the background and it'll kill it. But if you hear a every once in a while, you'll know what's up. But I just wanted to come to you guys and just tell you guys, you know what we need to be doing for this young lady? We really, really, really need to be praying for her. I pray that God would allow her to make better decisions for herself as well as for her children. I pray that God would allow her to get into her house and stay in her house and look at some of the mistakes that she's made in the past, not only to baffle beat herself, but to say, I'm not going to make that mistake anymore. I'm going to do better for my children. Because you know what? You can love your children, you can provide for your children, but there are going to be some situations that you aren't going to be able to change from them, because those children will remember when their mother went out of town and they were kicked out of their home. And who are these people that are just looking at her YouTube and seeing, you know, I mean, she makes good money. We got it. I mean, anybody that you look on their video after they've uploaded a video 6 hours ago and the video is over such and such a million viewers, she has it in the bag. She has it in the bag. She doesn't technically even need a housewarming registry. It's just greed. And you guys, as her supporters or sponsors, I'm gonna call you sponsors, her sponsors, because what you're doing is you're cash apping her your hard-earned money. It's nothing wrong with you blessing people, but let me explain something to you. If you continue to give into a person who is obviously not using the means that she has necessary financially to take care of her children and ensure that her children have safety, ensure that her children have food, to ensure that her children have a place to stay. If you are donating to that particular situation and you're not seeing change, the only thing that's happened is you're being taken. You're being taken by this woman. This is her, like I said in the last video, this is her bag. This is how she makes her money. She knows that a lot of you are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She knows that a lot of you guys like her as a person because she keeps that variety really, really good. She keeps the entertainment. Some of you guys may be just like me. You just like family channels. And because she has children, you have this grip on you that you want to ensure that her children are taken care of. If she was able to get kicked out of 2 houses like that, in that short period of time, rest assured that the money that you are donating to her is not going to go to a reputable cause. She's probably going to buy a lace front and be wearing it next week with the money that you sent her. Y'all think about what you are doing. We can do better by praying for Strong Mommy Chrissy. Now, where it comes to situations like comforters or beds or stuff like that, yeah, the children do need. I definitely will say that. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not donating anything to her because I don't know where she would put it. Who's to say whether or not she requests that you do a registry and make a bed and pay for a bed to be delivered to her house, and then she take the bed back and get the money? I don't trust her, and y'all shouldn't either. Y'all better pray for that woman. Pray that her situation changes. Pray that, continue to send her encouraging words, because this is not the time to be beating her up. That's why my video is not an attempt to beat her up. It's an attempt to try to understand, what are you doing? What are you doing with your money, Strong Mommy Chrissy? You're having problems with people doing videos. Stop putting stupid content out for people to come back and do videos on. What are you doing with your money? I understand you're a mother of 9, but didn't you say on one of the videos that, with the exception of the 3 children, last 3, didn't you say that most of the fathers are paying you child support? Isn't that what you said? Isn't that what you said? Okay, so what if you are getting child support for 6, at least 6, let's say 5, because Cash is with his dad. So if you're getting child support for at least 5 of your children, there is no reason that you should be begging for donations, whether monetary or tangible, period. Y'all, stop letting that woman sucker y'all and reel y'all in like a catfish. All right, I'll talk to you all real soon. I wish the blessings of God upon her. And then she so appropriately or inappropriately uses God, talking about she's blessed and she's this or that. And then in another word, she'll cuss you out. Strong Mommy Chrissy need deliverance. She need to continue to be prayed for. This is a hot mess. And she will never learn if you guys keep picking her up when she's drowning. She has to fall on her face, scratch her nose, and be without for a while before she can realize. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you situation. Look, I used to make the stupidest decisions. I ended up realizing the only person that's going to change decisions for me was me. God can only help us out of things that we will take ourselves out of. All right, you guys, please share out. Please leave me some comments. Please understand, you are entitled to your own opinion just as well as I am entitled to mine. If in fact you choose to use something nasty or leave something nasty, that's okay. But you won't attack me. You will not come in my house and be telling me what I can do. What'll happen to you. You will be blocked. And the first thing y'all simple syrups will say is, don't nobody want to come to your dry page, but you had your butt on my dry page. Talk to y'all real soon. Be blessed and be encouraged. Bye-bye.